Your cat has slept on your pillow, your face, your head, and you probably thought it was cute. It's not random. There's a very specific reason your cat keeps doing this, and once you know it, you'll never look at your cat the same way again. Cats are weird, like genuinely weird animals. They knock stuff off tables for no reason, they stare at walls, they run around the house at 3 a.m. like something's chasing them. But the head sleeping thing? That one actually makes a lot of sense, and it comes down to instinct, biology, and something that basically translates to I own you. Let me break it all down. So here's the thing most people don't think about. Cats are not just weird little fur babies. They are descendants of wild predators. Every single behavior they have, even the cute ones, comes from somewhere, from some ancient instinct that helped their ancestors survive. So when your cat hops up onto your pillow and parks itself directly on top of your head, your first thought might be, "Aw, they love me." And you're not wrong. But the full picture is way more interesting than that. Because cats don't just do things randomly. There's always a reason. Always. Let's start with the most obvious one. Warmth. Your head is basically a little heater. When you're sleeping, your body wraps up in blankets, but your head stays out, and it gives off a surprising amount of heat. Cats are obsessed with warmth. If you've ever seen your cat squeeze itself into a tiny sunbeam on the floor or sit right next to a laptop charger, you already know this. Cats naturally seek out the warmest spot available, and while you're sleeping, your head is that spot. Simple as that. But okay, warmth alone doesn't fully explain it, because your cat could also just lie on your stomach or your legs for warmth. So why the head specifically? Here's where it gets more interesting.
Your head moves the least while you sleep. Think about it. Your body shifts, you roll over, you move your legs around, but your head mostly stays in one place. For a cat, movement is unpredictable. Cats like to feel secure and stable when they rest. Sleeping on your head gives them a solid, still surface. It's not a coincidence. It's a calculated choice. Cats are always calculating, even when they look like they're doing absolutely nothing. Now let's talk about something called scent marking. Cats have scent glands in a bunch of places on their body. Their paws, their cheeks, their forehead. When they rub against you or sleep on you, they're not just being affectionate. They're also leaving their scent. They are, quite literally, marking you as theirs. When your cat sleeps on your head, they're saying, "This human, this one belongs to me." Which is honestly kind of hilarious when you think about it. You thought you owned a cat. The cat thinks it owns you. And honestly, the cat is probably right. This leads us into the trust piece. In the wild, cats are both predators and prey. When they sleep, they're at their most vulnerable. Cats don't just pass out anywhere. They choose locations and surfaces they feel completely safe with. The fact that your cat sleeps on you at all, let alone right next to your face, means you are the safest thing in that cat's world. You are their safe place. And sleeping on your head specifically is an extra level of trust, because your face is where your sounds and smells come from. Your breathing, your smell, it's all concentrated there. Your cat knows you deeply through those things. Sleeping near them is like sleeping near the most familiar thing they know. Here's another layer: social bonding. Cats in the wild actually sleep together in groups, specifically family groups. They pile on top of each other, they groom each other, they stay physically close because it strengthens social bonds. When your cat sleeps on you or next to your head, it's treating you like family, like part of its group. In cat language, this is one of the highest compliments you can receive. Not a head bump, not a slow blink, those are great, but choosing to sleep with you, near your head, that's a big deal. Now, there's also a comfort and anxiety angle here that not a lot of people talk about. Some cats, especially ones that have dealt with stress, change in environment, or had a rough start to life, gravitate toward their owner's head when they sleep because it helps them feel calm. Your scent, your breathing, the sound of your heartbeat nearby, these things are genuinely soothing to a cat that might feel anxious. It's the same reason cats sometimes need on soft things. It's self-soothing behavior that connects back to when they were kittens. So if your cat is the type that just has to sleep right on your head,
there's a good chance it finds you deeply calming. You're basically their emotional support human. And yes, some of it is dominance, let's be honest. Cats are territorial. Higher positions mean more control. Being on top, even on top of you, is a status thing for some cats, especially if you've got a cat that's a little more assertive or bossy. The head is the highest point when you're lying down. Some cats just claim it, the same way they'd claim the highest spot on a cat tree, because in their mind, they run the household, and you happen to live there. So here's the thing that brings all of this together. Your cat sleeping on your head is never just one thing. It's warmth and trust and scent and bonding and instinct all mixed into one tiny, purring, slightly suffocating package sitting on your face at 2 a.m. Every cat does it for a slightly different combination of reasons, but all of those reasons point to the same conclusion. Your cat genuinely sees you as its safest, warmest, most important thing. The ones who don't sleep near you at all? That's a different story. But the ones who plant themselves directly on your skull? Those cats are absolutely obsessed with you, in the most cat way possible.
So, to recap, your cat sleeps on your head because your head is warm and still, because they want to mark you as theirs, because they trust you more than anything, because you're basically family to them, and because some of them just like being on the highest point in the room, which happens to be you. It's biology, instinct, and love all at once. And honestly, that's a pretty beautiful combination, even if you wake up with a cat butt in your face. Subscribe so you don't miss the next video. We go deep on cat behavior every day.